everyone, I'm Stefano Tisi. I work in Reply Spike since 2021 as a computer engineer and a member of the Codemaster team, the team that develops the Reply Coding Challenge. As you maybe already know, the Coding Challenge is divided in Standard Edition, where you have to solve an optimization problem, and the Teen Edition, just for our younger developers, where there are 5 algorithmic problems to solve and 5 levels of difficulty for each. In this video, we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us in writing the code to solve one of these problems. Is it possible? Is ChatGPT able to solve any programming problem and write any code? Is ChatGPT the new superhero of coding? We're going to answer this question right now. Now, let's take a problem from the archive of the Coding Challenge. You can find it at the URL challenges.reply.com. Then, just find the section of Coding Challenge Teen Edition, and then look for the challenge of 2022. We're going to solve the first exercise of the Coding Challenge 2022, named Metaverse Calendar. It is an exercise that I wrote by myself for this challenge. It is the first, so it's quite easy, but a bit tricky. Let's read the text. The problem is about a group of friends, and they want to meet in the metaverse all together. Let's read the structure of the input file. The first line contains the number t of test cases, but for simplicity we will work only on a single test. For every test there are 2 lines. The first contains 2 integer numbers, n, which is the number of friends, and m, which is the number of days that we are considering. Then there are n integers. They are the array of frequencies of the connection in the metaverse. For example, if one of the numbers is 3, it means that corresponding friend will connect every 3 days in the metaverse. We want to find out how many of the m days the n friends are all connected in the metaverse. Consider that, as we can see, in the constraints, they are always connected on the first day, but consider also that m could be a very big number like 1 million. Let's see now the example. In the example, there are 3 friends, and we are considering 17 days. The 3 friends will connect on the metaverse respectively on 2, 3 and 4 days. As you can see from the representation, they are all connected on the first day and on the 13th, so the correct answer is 2. Now, let's ask ChatGPT to solve this problem, writing a code in Python. Let's use this prompt. Up to now, we will focus only on one single test case. The prompt is: write a Python code that reads the file input.txt and writes the output on output.txt. The file input is a text of 2 lines. In the first line, there are 2 integers that must be stored in variables n and m. The second line is made by n integers. They must be stored in array x, and they will be x0, x1, and so on. The program must write in output how many of the numbers from 1 to m are multiple of every value stored in x. Easy and clear. Consider that the algorithm is just the last line. Let's ask ChatGPT the answer. As you can see, the code generated contains a while loop of m iteration, meaning that the time required for the answer is proportional to m. If we run this code, we will see that the algorithm is fast only for very small values of m. But is there a better method to have the solution? As we can see from the example, the group of 3 friends will meet every 12 days. I think it's better to calculate m divided by 12 to get the result. In this case, we can solve the problem with a very fast algorithm, regardless the dimension of m. As you remember, the value of m can be intentionally very big, and if your solution is not optimized, well, maybe you will not finish all the level of the exercise. To do so, you have to calculate the number that in this case is 12, but in general is a mathematical concept named LCM, the lowest common multiple. For example, the LCM among 2, 3 and 4 is 12, as we can see in this example. Let's ask ChatGPT to write a function to calculate this value, the LCM, and then to solve the program calculating m divided by this value. This is the new prompt. So the beginning is basically the same, the reading of the input and the name of variables. And now it says, write a function that given an array of elements, returns the LCM of them and use it to calculate the LCM of all the elements of the array X. Do not use external modules. Write the output 1 plus the integer division between m minus 1 and the LCM of all the elements of X. So, one line to create a function for the LCM of the array and one line to solve the problem using that function. The +1 at the beginning is because we're always meeting on the first day and we calculate the multiple of the LCM in the remaining m-1 days. In the code, we see that we won't have anymore the loop of m elements. Instead, we have the LCM calculated with the method of Euclid, which is the fastest possible. Now it's possible to solve the problem also for very big values of m and score the maximum result for this exercise in the challenge. So, what is the point? ChatGPT can be very helpful, but it will not think for us. ChatGPT can solve a problem finding similarities with known code. It can implement a solution, but it can't solve any problem. At least you have to think a good idea and let ChatGPT implement it. So ChatGPT can be very useful, but use first your brain is important. And also, give ChatGPT small tasks and small functions to write. That's all for today. I hope you liked this video and see you at the next coding challenge that will be this year on March 21st on challenges.reply.com. Bye guys and stay tuned for next events and next videos. Bye!